Hello and welcome to IPAIC video tutorial. This is the first lesson and it's about using the backend interface. Let's start with the main page. But before we get to the main page we need to sign into the system. So let's do that now. This is the main interface of the system. We have here in the top a place to change your password or to log out of the system, so no one else can use your account if you're on a shared computer. Starting from the top, this is the part for authentication. This is where we define user and permissions. We have forecast. This is the second app and it's for training machine learning and forecasting features. The last part is streams. This is where we keep a record of our data and where we can import new data into the system, and finally we can define our features from here also. So back to the main interface. We have in this area we have a list of links that might be important to the user. This is the public interface. Let's see that. That's an interface for the system where people can get information about stocks in general, about specific stock, and they can view their charts or see some information tables, and we will get back to that in details. So let's get back to administration. We have IPython notebooks, if you're familiar with that. This is the user guide, and finally Celery Flower, and this is where we monitor interface. It's a monitoring interface for Celery, which is our task manager in IPAIC. Finally, we have recent actions. These are my recent actions. I have this icon identifies that I edited a record. This is the record and this is the type of the record. So I edited SVC MC clustering, which is an ML algorithm. So one of the most important apps is Streams. It manages securities. It manages our data sources, and we can define our features, and we keep our records in time frames in there. So let's jump back to the system to take a look at this. Let's start with securities. This is a list of securities defined in the system. The system as it stands on alpha version 0.1, we have 208 securities defined in the system. You can sort by their symbol, name, exchange, sector, or type. Let's open a random one just to see what we have inside. We have the symbol, the name, we have the exchange, we can select which exchange. Sectors, we don't have any defined as version 0.1 alpha. And finally, the type of that security. Let's get back to streams. We have securities, we have exchanges, and here we define new exchanges. Let's go to NYMEX. You can define the symbol for that. You can put the whole name of the exchange and specify which country does this exchange belong to. Back to streams again, and we can import our data from here. So we can actually import new comma separated value files into the system from here, and we can import from HTTP sources from here. We can define HTTP sources, and we'll get into all of that in a later lesson. Finally, we have features and time frame records. Features are other measurements about each record that we have. So a record can be open, close, high, low, and volume. We can calculate a lot of features about that record, and under streams you will find features, and you'll find a definition of each feature in the system. We'll have a little definition and a formula, and feature type. It can be a feature, result, or a prediction, and an ordering sort, and a sorting order, basically their execution order. So it will calculate average before it calculates anything else, because it's number one, and it will calculate RSI 14 differential as order 39, which is the last one. And we'll get into features and their formula and details in a later lesson. Finally, we have time frame records. Currently, as version 0.1 alpha, we have daily records and daily features. So let's go to daily records. And in here we can find all records that resides in the system. We can sort them by their security, date, open, close, high, low, or volume. We can filter them by their exchange. We can filter for a single security. So let's filter for GE, so we can only get GE's record, and these are only GE's records now. We can sort them by date. We notice the first record from GE we have, it's the 2nd of January 1962. No, it was only 71 cents actually at that time. Anyway, let's open any random record. We'll see the system calculating all of those features that we defined and giving us the values of all of those features. Forecast app, which is this app. We define our algorithms in here. We train models in here, and we assign them to do forecast from this part. So let's go quickly through that. This is a list of algorithms defined in the system. You can see their type: clustering, regression, classification. You can sort them or filter them. So if you want only regression algorithms, you can get a list of those. We have 9 different algorithms in the system. We have trained models. In here, basically, this is where we train our models and test their accuracy. And in here, we assign those models to stocks to forecast some number in the future for them. We'll get also back to that in further details in a later lesson. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in lesson 2.